That's right, Nathan, and he remains questionable for tomorrow's game. We do know he spent some time in the hospital, but first let's look back on the start that the Leafs had last night. Now, going into their series against the Florida Panthers, we didn't know how the Leafs would fare against the defending Stanley Cup champions, but they got off to a tremendous start. Take a look.
The Leafs are going to get the puck out at center, and nice! Has a breakaway, he's in a goal! Scores! Holy mackerel, what a goal!
So after jumping out to a 2-0 lead early in the game, Florida seemed to fight back, but you see that goal right there from Matthew Nyes in the third period, pulling the team ahead 5-3. Florida would get one back, but the Leafs would hang on for the victory. But from there was an issue in the second period. Starting goalie Anthony Stolarz went down after making contact with Florida Panthers forward Sam Bennett. There was some question about whether Bennett would possibly be suspended today because we know Stolarz left the game, went to the hospital, and was being evaluated, but there will be no supplemental discipline for Bennett. And as you mentioned off the top, Stolarz also took a puck to the helmet in the first period, so there is questions as to whether or not he sustained a concussion. Now, backup Joseph Woll did jump in for the Leafs last night, securing the victory for the team. As far as we know, there is no word yet on whether Anthony Stolarz or Joseph Woll will be available for Game 2 tomorrow. Now, a little earlier on, some of the players were talking about just what they saw last night, what they felt about the contact with Florida Panthers forward Sam Bennett, and whether they thought that there should be any supplemental discipline. Here's what they had to say.
You know what? It happened. It's we're focused on our group in here and sticking together. And we knew that there would be a lot of emotions in this series, and there certainly was for Game 1. And we have to play with emotions, but we also have to be smart about it. And this group has stuck together and stood up for one another and played for one another all year, and this is going to be another example of that.
I think he's doing well. I'll allow Coach to give any updates on that, but overall, I like the way that he looked this morning when I got to see him for a smile at breakfast, so that's always a good thing.
He's doing well. Yeah, he's here. He's doing good. So, yeah.
Will that be available tomorrow night?
We'll see. Don't know that yet. I've moved on from it. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. It's over.
One person who did talk about it today is Florida Panthers forward Sam Bennett. Now, you may remember that Anthony Stolarz was actually a member of the Florida Panthers last year when they won the Stanley Cup, and Sam Bennett said that he's a great friend of Anthony Stolarz and did not intend any contact on the play, and that he reached out to Stolarz last night because you don't want to see an injury like that. Nevertheless, that storyline has found its way into the series. The Leafs are up 1-0. Game 2 going tomorrow night. Reporting live, I'm Leathong. I'll send it back inside.